Today I'm going to take you through how to change layers quickly and easily on your Bambu printers. This will be done manually and not using an AMS system. This should enable you, if you don't have an AMS system, or like us, you choose not to use them because of the huge amounts of waste they produce, to create some multi-colour prints. Now, please bear in mind, this only works layer by layer. It's not going to work for things that will have multiple colours all over them, such as fidget toys and figurines and things like that. However, it is fantastic for things such as adding details to NFC tags, adding signs to different colours and things like that. Also allows you to insert things mid-print should you need to. And we'll go through that now. So we're going to start by showing you something very simple, such as this NFC tag. The bonus about this is I can show you how to insert something and change the colour all in one go. So set up your print just as you would doing anything else. Whatever settings you prefer to do with your print. So here we have a tag, nice and simple. If you slice the plate up above here, you'll see this is what we've got. Everything's fine, no problems. We're now going to go to over here to where our layers are counted, and we're going to scroll down. You're going to pull it all the way down. You see right to the bottom, and these are your layers. So we have to now pick a layer in which we want to pause the print. So the first thing we're going to look at here is pausing our print. You can see here, this is where my NFC tag will go. We're going to come up until we just get past it right there. Before we cover it, we're going to right click on this here and we're going to click add pause. Then we're going to keep going up till we get to just the bottom of the detail we want to change the colour of, and you'll understand what I mean in a second. And we'll press add pause. Now I would recommend you have a good 4 or 5 layers above each colour change to make sure that the colour bleeds through correctly and you're not going to have anything coming through underneath, especially if you're using bright colours such as yellow over black or something, because you're going to see the black through the yellow. You are going to need to go over it a few times with a few layers. So we're going to press slice plate at the top, and you'll see here we've done a mistake on purpose, but you'll understand why. So you see where the colour's changed here to a darker colour. Now depending on what colour your item is, it'll be a different colour, but here you see that this has gone to a sort of dark grey black colour. If we go down, we'll right click again on that same layer and delete the pause, and we'll bring ourselves back up one more, add the pause again, back to the top and slice. And now you can see right there where the colour layer will change. So we know this will stay white and this will become, well, we're going to print in black, this will become black. We can also go down, as you can see, to the colour change here. It'll show you this will be the colour change, allowing us to insert something here. So what I'll show you now is if we send this through to our printer. Okay, so this should work for all your Bambu Lab printers, and we are now going to send this through to our A1 Mini. So we'll pick the printer, we'll press here, we'll go, and we'll just press send. That will start printing as normal, and what we'll do is we will cut back in when we get to those points in the print. So once your printer gets to the point of the first pause, your screen will display like this. If you are using something such as a P1S, this won't display on your screen. However, it will still pause, and it will show you within the Bambu app, the Bambu Handy app, or on your computer that it has been paused. So we will go to this point where we want to insert something into the print, such as an NFC tag, as you see here, or we could even use this to insert weights if you want to make it heavier, etc. Obviously this is all within the design you have made to do this, or you could download designs already made. There's loads on our Bambu Labs, sorry, not Bambu Labs, our Maker World profile, which the links will be in the description below. So pop the NFC tag in, back to your printer, and just press resume. Now this is if you're inserting something and you're not changing colour. The printer will then put itself back to temperature and simply continue printing exactly as it was from where it left off with no change until we hit the next pause that we put in. You can do unlimited amounts of pauses. You can pause every layer if you really want to. Just bear in mind it will increase the time you have to do swap outs and things like that. And now we're back at temperature, it just carries on printing. Bear in mind not to have huge voids above the things which you are printing. When you get to the next pause, unload your filament like you normally would, just by going back to the main menu, unload filament. Once it has unloaded, pull it out as you normally would, then close it on the screen and go to load filament and load in the new colour you're going to want to print with. Bear in mind, you may get a few pop-ups at this point saying resume printing, blah blah blah. Just keep hitting the cross on that. We're not ready for it yet. It won't affect anything. The printer just likes to prompt you. Again, if you're using a P1S or something similar, you won't get this. It's something you'll have to deal with after we have loaded the new filament, as we are going to here. While the new filament is loading, ensure you flush it through at least once on an A1 series printer. What I mean by that is, as it comes up here and it says check the nozzle, has it come out, just press not yet extrude, just to give it that extra push so you know you're going to change to the colour, and then wait for it to say complete, press complete, and then press resume printing. The printer will take itself back to the operating temperature for printing and continue. If you are using a printer such as a P1S, where you don't have an interactive screen like this, you will see it within the Bambu app or within the Bambu or within Windows itself like this. And then when we get back to operating temperature, it will simply continue printing. Perfect. You can do this for multiple layers. I actually use this all the time for many prints, as you can see examples of here. It really is a fantastic tool, and there's very little waste compared to AMS printing. It can be used for so many things. I also use this feature, or at least the swap out, for using the end rolls of filaments to make things like paint mixers and stuff that I use all the time, just so we're not wasting anything. And it's fantastic for things with intricate details like Google review signs and stuff like that. So hope this has helped you out. Please feel free to follow us. Please feel free to follow us on MakerWorld, etc. All of our files are always 100% free. You can use them for commercial use, for personal use. We're really not bothered. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you do, please drop a like and also subscribe if you'd like to see more. We are going to start producing more videos on a regular basis. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.